Morning, everybody. Reading today, Romans chapter 12, starting in verse 9, going to the end of the chapter. And here again, the Apostle Paul in this section is telling us how we should live in light of the gospel. That when grace, when the gospel really begins to reign and to rule in my heart, my interpersonal relationships change. The way I treat people change. He starts off by saying love for other people must be sincere. In other words, I shouldn't be treating people well simply because I want their approval, simply because I want something from them, or I'm trying to manipulate them in some way. That there is to be sincerity in the way that we treat one another. And then there's just a series of exhortations that he gives us on what it looks like to treat other people well in light of grace, in light of the gospel, that we should be able to genuinely empathize with each other in the good times and in the bad. Rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn. That we're to practice hospitality, we're to share with those who may be in need. He says we're never to be lacking in zeal in serving the Lord, that when we engage in ministry with other people, engage in mission, and let there be joyfulness and fervor and energy and excitement in serving. And don't ever lose that. That's part of living inside of the gospel, living inside of grace. And he talks about not taking vengeance, that even when we're wronged by another, even when we're persecuted by another, that the gospel allows us to live inside of grace, where we don't have to exact vengeance. We can leave things in God's hand. He's the perfect judge who will always judge fairly. In fact, when we allow other people to drive us to bitterness and to anger and to unforgiveness and vengeance, it's allowing evil to overcome us. And he says that when we let the gospel invade a situation like that, where we don't have to take revenge, where we can even bless people who persecute us, that we are in fact overcoming evil by that. And so I think our charge today is just really pay attention to how the gospel is informing my interpersonal relationships today. As I interact with people, am I living inside of the gospel? Is that informing how I treat people? Have a great day.